Hey, Sean, do you know what? I think that our listener want real protection against cyber risk, and I know that HiTrust is the leader in cybersecurity assurance. But what makes them the go-to choice?
Well, according to our friends at HiTrust, because their framework covers 100% of the known tactics, techniques, and procedures, in 2024, organizations with a HiTrust certification had just a 0.59% incident rate, meaning 99.41 stayed breach-free.
That's solid, but what about staying sharp over time?
HiTrust's regular certification process isn't just a checkbox, it actually drives improvement. Repeat customers see up to 54% fewer corrective actions needed year over year. And now, with their new AI security assessment and certification, you can actually tackle AI risk with confidence as well.
Then check out the iTrust framework. Go to hitrustalliance.net to learn more.
Maria,
Hi.
here we are, Barcelona.
Yeah, I love it here.
It's a very cool week, right?
Yeah.
OWASP AppSec Global. You know what's up? You gave me a good tip. Hot chocolate with churro dipping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find that. Two of my favorite things, hot chocolate and churros. They go great together. So I'll have to do a little investigation to find those.
Right.
So how's the week been for you this week?
The week has been really amazing. I've learned a lot. So from the trainings, to the talks, the keynotes, the project demos, the exhibitor demos.
Right.
Yeah, I actually learned a lot while I've been here. So, it's not just helping out with the event. It's also learning and kind of like getting really involved in the industry in various ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super cool. I have a unique perspective because I get to talk to people like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get to partake as much as I'd like. I don't get to go to many talks or any demos or things like that, but I do get to hear from people. So it's a fun perspective, but sometimes I miss out on actually being in a room with a group of people or getting a training or whatever. So, but I'm happy to hear from experiences from others. Tell me, Maria, what do you do normally day to day? Your role with OWASP, part of the event. Kind of give us a picture of who Maria is.
Okay. So I'm Maria. I am a staff application security engineer. I've been in the AppSec industry since like 2018 or so, and I've been a member of OWASP for a while now. Lifetime membership.
There you go. How do you get that, by the way? I've seen a few lifetime members.
Yeah, it's a flat fee. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
flat fee, and then you basically, you're an OWASP member for life.
Okay.
Even if the prices go up, for example, for membership
cool.
fees, you're just there, and you can participate in all the OWASP member events, that sort of thing, and be part of the community, basically.
Yeah. I'll have to explore that option.
Yeah.
See about the lifetime. Now there's a member room. I don't know if you member lounge. I don't know if you spend any time in there.
I did.
What's the
yeah.
vibe like in there?
Okay, so we have a ping pong table in there, a couple of video game machines, like those arcade game machines.
Nice.
We have the quiet space. It's mostly a quiet space area as well. And one thing that we did for this event is that we had member discussions as well,
Okay.
talking about some of the projects that we're kind of working on. Although there's also the demo room.
Right. So that sounds like a more formalized hallway con, where people
pretty much.
like
If you've heard of Birds of a Feather conversations, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. I know there's a challenge coin, and I heard there's T-shirts. I don't know how to get a T-shirt, but lots of cool swag too.
We might hook you up then. Yeah.
I would take that. I have very little room in my bag, but I will make room for an OWASP T-shirt for sure. What else? What else is going on here? I mean, what struck you is maybe the community really came together and rallied around something. Anything stand out there?
Yeah. So one of the things that I used to do when I started going to conferences was just go to the talks, like all of the talks, you know, like just fill up your schedule. But as I kind of matured in my career, been going to conferences more, what I've been doing is that I've been holding conversations with other people. Usually you'll find folks in the hallways or after the talks, or you know, during the training that you meet others at the parties. The parties here have
Plenty of
been
parties,
spectacular.
right?
Yeah.
Rooftop, pool
Rooftop,
decks,
pool deck,
tapas, beverages,
beach.
beach.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, beach parties. Barcelona is super lovely.
Yes. Barcelona is cool. DC will be cool too, in a different
Yeah.
way. That one's coming up. And Hacker Summer Camp, Star was telling me there's a nice presence there as well during DEF CON.
Yeah, for
So,
OWASP,
Yeah,
yes.
so you get the fake beach in Vegas. I'm sure there's plenty of those. What else about this week you want to highlight?
Well, so we actually just put together. Okay, I'll have to redo that part. Sorry. Okay. Do you want to restart the question?
Yeah. So what else from this week kind of sticks out for you? Something fun or exciting or meaningful or moving, whatever.
Okay, so I think that some of the really moving stuff here would be the fact that the keynotes really talked about like getting together as a community, you know, since InfoSec is just a small part of the tech industry, but a very important one, might I say.
Right.
It's vital that we as an industry, and including academia, you know, like come together, share ideas, opinions, experiences, and what better way than to do so at, you know, like at a conference, for example.
Right. Yeah, Kate's amazing, right?
Yeah.
With Harvard University and the research background and the human-centered aspect of security research and applications to applications, right?
Right.
So, and I know you also, before we started recording, you mentioned Sarah Jane's session, and I don't know, was there something special about that you took away?
Yeah. So like she really talked about the community and how we really need to like contribute to, you know, like OWASP, for example, and you know, we all have our different talents. We can share our expertise in different ways. That's why we have the OWASP projects. We have like, I'm part of the events committee, that sort of thing. So definitely, no matter what level you are in the industry in your career, there's ways to get involved. And
Right.
really, it's about community involvement that keeps us going.
Yeah, it's amazing the number. Well, I mean, it's pretty much all volunteer. Right? Everything from putting the event together to promoting the event to figuring out who's going to do projects and organizing. Like Star helps a lot of the project stuff actually become possible, right?
Right.
And then all the volunteers on the projects, and it's just on and on and on. People coming together to do great things.
Yeah, and if you don't mind me tooting my own horn a little
All right,
bit here.
please.
Yeah.
This is the place to do that.
So when I started out helping out with the events committee, I wasn't entirely sure like what to do, you know, and the advice that I was given is, you know, just start doing things and kind of bring your own self to the table, because when it comes down to it, we as InfoSec professionals, you know, like InfoSec isn't just about the hard technical skills, but also how to improve your non-technical skills as well.
Right.
So I think that's that working with the OWASP volunteer community has also expanded my ability to be able to do non-technical things as well.
Yeah, it's amazing. Marco, my co-founder, and I spend a lot of time talking about quote-unquote soft skills, right? Which is the ability to communicate and collaborate and come together as a group, not just sit at a keyboard all day. And it's that human element and the
Exactly.
ability to have those conversations, which, funny enough, I'm not comfortable having myself. So I'm outside of my comfort zone when I'm doing that.
Oh, same, to be honest.
Yes, so there you go. But an event like this, a safe space and amazing people that have the same goal and objective to build better, more secure software,
Yeah.
makes it easier to have those conversations. So
Right.
yeah, it's really cool. Really cool. Anything else from this week you want to highlight?
Let's see. So I think that some of the other like side stuff, like aside from the talks have been amazing. And we also have like how to get other people more involved. So there have been discussions. For example, earlier, that was yesterday,
Right.
Thursday, during the beginning of the conference proper, we actually put together, or Izar and Avi did a CFT, like how to submit, how
Right.
to prepare, that sort of thing, so that other people can, eventually kind of get involved in those ways as well.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to the industry, or any industry in general, people, we need to keep the pipeline going, so to speak. We need more people to come in and eventually share their expertise, their knowledge, and that's like a really big deal for us. We like having the first-time attendees over here,
Right.
which I've
I
seen
saw
like a lot.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
yellow
there's a
badge.
lot of
Yeah.
first-time attendees over here, and one of the things that I've spoken to a few of. I've spoken to a few of them as well, and some of them have never been to, like they're still new to the industry in general, and I feel like there's a lot of growth opportunities for, I mean, not just OWASP as a community, but the InfoSec industry in general.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think, yeah, and I talk to a lot of people, and there's definitely a sense of imposter syndrome for technical people, right, in general. Certainly when you get down into the cyberspace, people probably don't always feel comfortable that they know enough to share, right?
Right.
And I think what's really cool about OWASP is there are projects we can get involved and contribute a little bit and start having conversations and bring your knowledge, build your knowledge, and grow in confidence in what you know. And I think that's a very natural step then to share that knowledge with a CFP or a CFT for a presentation or training, right?
Right. And another way is to, like sign up and be a volunteer for the event as well. Like there are many ways to get involved in a conference.
Yeah, many of the event volunteers, super cool people.
Yeah.
Super cool people. Always very giving, not just at the event, but like I'm headed to London next week for InfoSecurity in Europe, and met one of the volunteers from London. He said, here's where you go for sushi, here's where you go for a nice Indian, right? Wonderful people. Not
That's
just
awesome.
AppSec, not just AppSec. Well, Maria, it's fantastic to meet you. Again, I guess you've been on the show, I don't know how many years ago now, but it's great to have you back.
Thank you.
Great to see you in person. Thank you for all that you do for OWASP and the events and everything that the teams pull together, and for taking time to share with me here.
Thank you.
And has anybody asked you the question, what does OWASP mean to you?
Is this like the acronym or?
Not the acronym, just, all right, so I'm going to take that as a no, because the OWASP team is putting together a little montage of what OWASP means.
Oh, I didn't get the
Personally.
memo, but okay,
There you
now
go.
you got me a good prompt.
Yeah, so that's the question. I'm going to have you address the audience.
Okay.
When you think of OWASP, what does it conjure up? What does it mean?
So for me, OWASP is, when I started out in my career, I just thought of OWASP as this like big thing that I will, like, I don't feel like I'm able to get into such a thing, because it's very daunting to think that there's something like the top 10 that everyone learns about, and you're like this secret group or whatever. No, that's not the case apparently. And one thing that OWASP means to me now, as opposed to like before when I didn't know a lot about it and I wasn't that involved, to me OWASP is really the InfoSec community coming together and building ourselves up as an industry and community in general. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yep. Building each other up and lifting each other up. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Maria.
Thank you.
So great chatting with you. Everybody listening and watching, thank you so much for staying tuned here on ITSP Magazine for all the on location from AppSec Global here in Barcelona. Do stay tuned. There are a few more things coming out, and pretty good chance I'll be in DC, certainly in Vegas for Hacker Summer Camp, so lots more coming from OWASP.
I will say,
Please.
if y'all are interested, so DC is going to happen November 3rd to 7th, 2025, and the CFP is open right now until June 24th, so you have a little bit left to submit your CFPs and be more involved in OWASP, for sure.
That's a great call to action.
Yeah.
Take Maria up on that, get your CFP in, and we'll see you all in DC. Thank you.
Hey, Sean, you know what? I think that our listener want real protection against cyber risk, and I know that HITRUST is the leader in cybersecurity assurance. But what makes them the go-to choice?
Well, according to our friends at HITRUST, because their framework covers 100% of the known tactics, techniques, and procedures, in 2024, organizations with a HITRUST certification had just a 0.59% incident rate, meaning 99.41 stayed breach-free.
That's solid, but what about staying sharp over time?
HITRUST's regular certification process isn't just a checkbox, it actually drives improvement. Repeat customers see up to 54% fewer corrective actions needed year over year. And now with their new AI security assessment and certification, you can actually tackle AI risks with confidence as well.
Then check out the HITRUST framework. Go to hitrustalliance.net to learn more.